And good evening now. We begin tonight with the latest in the Rick Chow murder trial, as today marks 3 years since 14-year-old Cyrus-Carmack-Belton was shot and killed outside a Columbia gas station.
And today, jurors heard hours of emotional testimony from witnesses while also seeing newly released body camera and store surveillance video from the day of that shooting. We want to show you one of those moments right now.
I don't got no water in my pocket, bro. I'll still be warm.
In this video, you see Cyrus wearing a red jacket, telling Rick Chow's wife he does not have any water in his pockets before picking up his backpack and walking out of the store.
And shortly after, Cyrus was chased by Rick Chow and his son, Andy, before the teenager was shot.
News 19's Kiki Gushu was in the courtroom for all of today's testimony and the moment these videos were shown to jurors.
She is joining us right now from outside the Richland County Courthouse with the latest update. Hi there, Kiki.
Erica, JR, today's testimony moved away from what happened in the street that night Cyrus-Carmack-Belton was shot and moved back into the Shell gas station that Rick Chow owned. Now today, most of the afternoon was spent showing the jurors, the prosecution showing the jurors, surveillance video from that Shell gas station. They also brought to the stand a new witness, investigator Tama Jordan. Now, the state played surveillance footage showing Cyrus inside the store and questioned former investigator Tama Jordan about the gas station's camera system. Jordan testified Rick Chow's familiar with the surveillance equipment, and prosecutors repeatedly asked whether those cameras could have been used to help identify Cyrus later rather than chasing him.
Do you think you would have some tools to help identify him?
Yes.
And investigate whether or not he had stolen water?
Yes.
Do you feel confident law enforcement could have handled this?
Absolutely.
Also presented testimony from a firearms expert who said the bullet recovered in the case matched a Glock 45. Late in the day, the defense shifted its focus to Cyrus's possession of a firearm, showing jurors a social media photo taken the night before the shooting that showed him holding the same gun found at the scene. The final witness of the day was a forensic pathologist who testified about the path of the bullet through Cyrus's body, as attorneys continue to debate what his position was the moment he was shot. And court has now wrapped for the day. The state is expected to rest tomorrow, and then it will be the defense's turn to bring witnesses to the stand. At 11, I'll be bringing you a recap of all of today's testimony. Stay tuned for that. And I'll be in the courtroom for the rest of this trial, bringing you the latest. Live in Richland County, Kiki Gushu, News 19, WLTX.
All right, Kiki, thank you so much.
News 19's Christy Calcagno sat down with an attorney today to get a better understanding of what happened today. Take a listen.
We're talking about with this video in the convenience store. There were parts that we were able to hear everything, which was also really interesting. And then also kind of those close-up shots, also specifically showing the water bottles.
Yes.
The moment on that. Kind of break that down for me. I mean, we were able to see kind of some close-up shots. And like we said, all of this happening in a span of 2 minutes.
Right. I think the video clearly shows he didn't steal anything. You see him go to the cooler and, you know, I counted. He took 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he kind of pauses and puts 1, 2, 3, 4 back. So then when he leaves, it kind of left me wondering, well, what was his purpose for going there to begin with? Because he gets the water bottles, he knows he's being watched, right? Because they tell him to put his backpack up. And he complies with that. You know, he follows that rule. Okay, fine. So he puts the backpack where he's told to put his backpack. But then he takes the 4 water bottles and puts them back and then leaves the store without taking anything. You know, I think if I were a juror here, I would know, well, he didn't shoplift anything. He didn't take anything. They're clearly from this video accusing him and they think he did. They probably, in our mindset, we're looking very intently counting, you know, those water bottles because we know this case and what the issues are. But, you know, I would leave with several questions. You know, one, like clearly he didn't steal anything. He didn't take anything. They clearly thought he did. But 2, so what was his purpose for being there? why did he go there? But you know, in social media, I've seen some of the comments talk about it, and people's, you know, wasting time. I'll go into a store and just peruse around and window shop, and I've done that too. So maybe he was just walking around the neighborhood, and I mean, it's May, it's hot. You know, he had a hoodie on, maybe just going in to get some air and wandering around. But it is very odd. It is odd that he took 4 water bottles out and then just put them right back.
Well, if you are interested in keeping up with this trial, we do have extensive coverage for you, including live streaming from inside the courtroom when allowed, plus daily recaps, breaking updates, and analysis.
Download the News 19 app right now by scanning the QR code right here on your screen. That way you can watch anywhere and at any time.